Welcome, welcome. This is Omaha, Omaha, episode 2. And I'm Mike.
I'm Eva.
And now let's take it over to Eva with the...
Eva's injury report. Uh-oh. Okay, this week we're going to start out the injury report with the team. St. Louis Rams. Week 1 was not kind to St. Louis. So, speaking of fashion this season, you'd say blue is the new black. Speaking of the NFL 2011 season, we'd say season-ending injury is the new trend. Starting off with Danny Amendola. Dislocated his shoulder in the fourth quarter in Sunday's game. Out for the season. His injury was so gruesome, Fox wouldn't even show the replay. Awesome. My team, perfect.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh.
Next we have Steven Jackson. Stevie strained his right quadricep on a 47-yard scoring run on Sunday's game. He is listed as questionable. Says don't count him out, yet he hasn't practiced. So keep your eye on him.
Ouch.
But wait, there's more.
More?
More.
Wow.
Sam Bradford injured his right index finger when he struck the helmet of an Eagles defender. Stevie Spags has ruled out no broken bones, but nerve damage, they don't know.
That's 3 Rams.
So, that's 3.
It's 3.
Hey Mike, what's the first rule when drafting your fantasy team?
Picking a good number 1 pick?
No. Always draft a kicker first.
Kicker.
Duh. So this next player injury will anger a lot of people. Nate Keating. He's fallen victim to those 3 deadly letters. ACL. Tore his ACL Sunday opening kickoff. Done. Season over. Hope you all drafted a backup. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's my injuries.
Okay, thank you, Eva. This next segment is what we like to call is Mikey's Matchups. Now, I was 5-1 last week, but I know I should have went 6-0. But I guess Wes Welker got a little lucky with that 99-yard reception.
Luck is not the word.
Okay. Let me start off with my first matchup of the week. And that's Manning Up versus Animals Day Frisch. Both teams at 0-1 looking for a win. And looking to avoid being in last place in the early goings. Chris Johnson, still limited carries, and is going against the Ravens defense. I will be picking Manning Up in this one, and I see Animals Day Frisch starting at 0-2. This next matchup is what I like to call is the
Game of the week.
The battle for first place. It's in the ugly division. Mama Dukes versus Boo Boo. Michael Vick having a great first game for Mama Dukes, and Ray Rice stomping on the Steelers defense. This will be a back and forth battle, but when it's all said and done and the smoke is clear, I see Mama Dukes at 2-0 and Boo Boo at 1-1. Next game, Fisher Brothers versus the Playbook of Eli. I see the Playbook of Eli beating the Fisher Brothers with not too much of a problem, especially if Drew Brees is going to air out like he did on Thursday Night Football last week. Hope he didn't play the Packers defense. I see the Playbook of Eli at 1-1. Bad Teacher versus Shades 23. This is the game what I like to call
The wash of the week.
I'm sure you all know Peyton will be missing most of the season. Possibly the whole season. Exactly. I'm sorry, Shades 23. I don't think Kerry Collins is going to cut it. And why did you drop Jordy Nelson? Question mark. I see Rodgers having another big week, and I see the Steelers rebounding from last week and shutting Seattle down. So I see Bad Teacher coming away with this victory and to even up her record at 1-1. Next, we have Laces Out versus the Playmakers, the battle of first place in the bad division. Last week, Laces Out was in the game and ended up being a great battle. The Playmakers had a shaky week 1 and should have listened to Eva's injury report and Sid Dwayne, but he didn't listen. I see Laces Out winning this game and starting off 2-0 and leaving the Playmakers at 1-1. And last but not least, the Echo versus the SI 49ers. This was a tough decision for me. Not sure what Arian Foster's deal is going to be, and Roddy White playing the Eagles defense doesn't add up too good. It was a real tough one for me, like I said, but I'm going to give Echo on this one. I just don't see Wes Welker having another 99-yard reception. Do you?
Not ever. Ever again.
And that's the wrap on Mikey Boy's matchups.
Okay, our next segment is
5 up.
5 down. First we have Michael Turner versus the Eagles. Last year against the Dirty Birds, MT had only 49 yards. total. Like, for the whole game, total.
That's it?
No, that's it.
Receiving and catch.
That's it. Total. So I would look for a repeat this year. If ATL starts trailing, and I believe they will, Turner will take a back seat and crush your hopes for a Week 2 win. Sit him.
One guy I think he should definitely play in this game is Jordy Nelson. This is the guy you want in your starting lineup. Since the Super Bowl last year, Aaron Rodgers has been connecting with Nelson ever since. Also, they're playing the Carolinas defense, which isn't very good. Let's put Jordy Nelson in that game this week.
Next person is Santonio Holmes versus the Jags. All right. I can't believe I'm going to say this.
What's that?
But, Plaxico, Cheddar Bob, Burris, had a good game last week. I mean, I hate to say it, but Sanchez was checking him out in the red zone the whole game. So, with him and Keller, I kind of feel like Holmes is going to be the odd man out. Sit him.
One guy you should play is Dustin Keller. This is the guy that should be starting Week 2. He's become Mark Sanchez's favorite target down in the red zone. And if you need a key first down, you know he's going to be going to Dustin Keller. Let's get him in this game.
Next person you should sit is Vernon Davis. 2 words. Alex Smith. And they're going against a Dallas defense who's hungry for a win with a defensive coordinator who's just always hungry. It's a recipe for disaster. Sit him.
I don't know why I'm saying this, but I got to say it. Get Kyle Lawton in this game. He should be your starting week quarterback too, because he had a rough week last week, and now he's playing the team with they even beat the Browns. Their defense has a lot of holes, and I see Kyle Lawton having a big day against Cincy.
Next, Chargers defense. Just in case you saw San Diego hold McNabb to 39 passing yards and you were thinking about starting them against the Pats, I'm here to tell you, don't. You know, Mr. Brady coming off his new Uggs ad, he's feeling good, and there will be no charge in that defense this week. Sit him.
I like that one, Eva. One guy you should play is Anquan Bolden. After a great Week 1 performance from Flacco, I believe that Bolden can have a great year. Get him in your starting lineup against not a very good defense, which is the Tennessee Titans. Let's get Anquan in that lineup.
All right, this is my risky pick of the week. Chris Johnson. This is rough.
You're going to hear a lot of this.
But if you have depth in your team, I would consider putting him on the bench. After Week 1, Chris Johnson, it's clear that he needs to get into better football shape. And he's had a problem against the Vikings in the past, even when he was 100%. So I think you should sit him.
I feel like we're connecting here, Eva, in this 5 up and 5 down. Because one team I think you should definitely play is the Ravens defense. After what the Ravens defense did to the Steelers, you might be looking at the #1 defense of the league. Even with Chris Johnson on the Titans, the Ravens will shut him down.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Not the Vikings, the
That's
Ravens.
okay. Same color.
Exactly. Well, that's 5 up, 5 down.
Hope you enjoyed it. Let's get to the next segment, which is
Told you so.
I Told You So.
All right, Dwayne Bowe. He was number 2 on my list. He caught 2 passes for a measly 17 yards, which translates to 1.7 fantasy points, which translates to I told you so.
You did, Eva. You did, and I still played.
I did.
You didn't want to believe me, but I told you so. Mike Tolbert. What a game this guy had Week 1. Fisher Brothers, what were you thinking? If you played Mike Tolbert, you would be 1-0 right now. I would be 4-2 in my predictions, but I'm not. Thanks to you not playing Mike Tolbert.
You're false.
Just remember, I told you so. And that's our segment on I Told You So.
Next is... Really?
Really?
All right. I don't want to talk about this, but we all saw blocked field goal on Sunday. Lawrence Tynes, Skins, Tynes was interviewed after the game where he said, field goal was normal height. I don't know how they blocked it. Really? That's not it. Next day, he was interviewed and admitted that the field goal was low. I mean, really? Do we not?